Hello everyone, welcome to, believe it or not, a Sudoku, kind of. I've mentioned previously on the channel once or twice that I do watch Cracking the Cryptic, which is a YouTube channel that got very popular in the last year or so, several months, I don't know how many. Anyway, and they do Sudokus and often variant rules Sudokus, because, I don't know. I'm sure that for Sudoku experts, just doing ordinary Sudokus that are hard is exciting, but for beginners like me, it kind of gets boring. I don't know. But they always have these weird hybrid rules where it's like Sudoku plus this other thing. And I'm not so into Sudokus that I actually try these, but just the other day, Cracking the Cryptic published this puzzle, published a video of this puzzle. I have not watched the video because the rule set was one that actually made me say, you know what, I should try this puzzle, which I normally do not do, because it is a combination of Sudoku, which I'm just dreadful at, and Star Battle and Galaxies, which I'm totally fine at. Here we go. We'll open. So I'll link to this video in the description, but I think also hopefully recently a little link popped up where you can watch their video if you want to watch a real professional solve this puzzle. But it's their video called Spacewar Sudoku, I think. Yeah. Basically, so it's a Sudoku, but there's also two other constraints. One galaxies-based constraint, which is to say each of these dots is the center of a rotationally not rotationally, but axially symmetrical. For example, it's a symmetrical area, and so this is certainly, all of these dots are definitely all of these squares are definitely part of this dot, and we could also have, how do I add? There we go. We could have it go like this, that's symmetrical. We could have it go like this, that's symmetrical. Or it could include all of these, but it couldn't be well, I guess it couldn't be like this because it has to be symmetrical around the center. So if we want to include these two, we must also include these two. Basically, each space you could include, you must include the one that is exactly a mirror image of that. Like here and here are either both included or both not. And since they're touching the dot, they both are. So so that's the galaxies constraint. Each of these dots is the center of a galaxy that is symmetrical in that way. And then there's also a star battle constraint. Oh, and also it tells you that that's the sum of the digits in the galaxy. And I think they can't repeat within a galaxy normally? Yes, digit may not repeat in a galaxy, sure. And lastly is the star battle constraint. You'll recall from my star battles videos, which I did a couple of a bit ago, that in each row and column and area, which was not always a 3x3 box in a normal star battle, there are exactly 2 stars, say here. And stars may not be adjacent vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. So this would be illegal, but we could do this. And we couldn't do this, again, because there are only 2. There are exactly 2 in each region. Now, the way this integrates with the rest of the rules is that in each 3x3 box, the 3x3 boxes are how you tell where the stars are. Each box includes exactly 2 cells that are not part of any galaxy. So for example, we could have, I don't know, this could be our galaxies, this could be one galaxy, and this could be the other. And then these 2 are not part of any galaxy, and they're the stars for this box, and therefore also the stars for the column and the row. So I think I've covered all the rules now, and I think we're ready to get started. So as I said, I don't know. I haven't watched the video. I don't know how hard it is. Simon said it's not supposed to be super hard, so maybe I'll solve it, but maybe I won't. I'll try anyway. So I did look at this for about a minute before I decided I would start playing. So I figured out one place to start, which was I looked at well, this 8, I guess, was where I looked first. This is a very galaxies kind of thing, is if you have something that's up against an edge, it's very useful to look at, because you can't extend it into any direction which would mirror across the edge. So for example, this square cannot be part of this galaxy because you'd have to include this square, which doesn't exist. And likewise here, you would need this. So we can say with certainty this galaxy is exactly these two. Hello? Oh, you have to, okay. Is exactly those two. And of course, these are all part of another galaxy, but maybe there's more. Oh, I don't like that color because it looks too much like the highlight. Can I do like blue? Sure. And then I looked at this 24 and I said, okay, well, it can't go here. And I first said, well, 24 is pretty big. It must be 5, right? A normal Sudoku expert would already know this is a silly guess to make because 3 is totally possible. But I was just like, it seems pretty big. How could you do that with just 3 numbers? And I realized this is definitely impossible because then this box can't have room for 2 stars. Right? We need 2 cells which are not part of any galaxy. It has to be this one if we do this, but then there's not space for another. So in fact, this 24 must be only 3. And if it is only 3, then the only way you can do that is... Hello? How do I... Oh, I missed the number keys. Is with a 7 and an 8 and a 9 to make 24. And so I'm not sure exactly how I want to notate stars. Like if I make them black, I can't see them at all, right? And then if I put like a 1 in there, I can't see it. Yeah. Wait. Oh, interesting. I assumed I could type a number in here while having color mode up, but I can't. It types the corresponding color instead. Huh. All right, well. Anyway, if you type a 1 in there, oh, you can see it. How nice. Okay, I'll make the stars black then. So these are the 2 stars in this cell for certain. And this 8 could be a number of things. It could be 1, 7, it could be 2, 6, it could be 3, 5, don't know. Ah, but we know what this is, right? Because now this 27 can't expand in any direction. It's bordered on all sides by things that are not part of it. Oh no, we don't know what this is. I was like, we see 35 here in total, and so the whole box sums to 45. So these all add to 10? Ah, we do know. Because the only way to get 3 digits to add to 10, if one of them is at least 7, is with a 7. Hello, 7? Gosh. And then these, of course, can't be 7. And these must... Ooh, what button was that? Oh, WASD works? What a wild world we live in. Anyway, but these, therefore, are 1 and 2. That's the only way to make these add to 10, which is the only way to make the box add to 45. Very cool. All right, let's build some more galaxies, shall we? This must be some galaxy. Let's make it blue. It won't overlap with this one, so that's cool. And this must be another galaxy. Green, I guess? Don't know about this one. It could be part of either of these 2. How about this 13? Well, we can say with certainty what that galaxy is, right? Let's make it a different color from these, so it does, because it might touch this. Ah, and right, we know something about star battles, which is that this is adjacent to another star, and therefore it cannot be a star. So this must be the last star for this column. Interesting. Which is pretty cool. It tells us this 14 can't expand this way, so it must expand this way to have room for enough digits to make up 14. So let's put that in. And then the last star for this column must be here. So this 13, it's pretty. It's you know, it's 6 or 7 or 9 or 4 or 8 and 3, I guess. There's several choices. But that tells me this is not... Oh, we already knew this wasn't a star. But now it can't be part of the 17 anymore, so it must be part of the 15. And we found the 2 boxes in this... the 2 stars in this box, which are also, by the way, the 2 stars in this column. So we can say that this yeah, this can't be a star, so the 16 must go like this. Red, I guess. And this galaxy is completely hemmed in. It can't expand in any direction. Let's make it green. So to be 17, we need a 9. Excuse me. Okay, that's what I get for trying to use a numpad, I guess. We need a 9 and an 8. Ugh. How did control 9 take me to a different tab? It's a mystery. Let us close the other tab, and now can I type control 9? No, it still gets intercepted by Chrome. All right, what can you do? No, this is not part of the 8-9, just these two. Okay. Oh god, not even these two. It's supposed to be these two. Jeez. 8-9. Okay. Cool. So we're making a lot of progress, I think. And in fact, we can find the stars in this column. They can't be any of these because those would be touching these stars. And these are already parts of galaxies. So these must be the last two stars. This 7 is therefore completely hemmed in. It can't go east or north. So it must be a singleton galaxy, which means it has the value 7. Okay. How do you make 27 in 4 digits? Is it hard? Probably not, right? Yeah, I don't know. This can't be a star because it's next to a star. And none of the other cells can reach it except for this one. So the 12 must reach to here. Let's make it green. And I don't think you can do 12 in 5 digits. No, the least you can do with 5 digits is 15. So these 3 digits make up the 12 galaxy. And one of these two is the other star for this box, but I'm not sure which. This 10... It seems likely that it is 2 digits, but it could be 4 if we had 1, 2, 3, and 4 like this. Oh, here's a thing to ask. Where does this digit connect to? It can't connect to the 10 or to this 12, and it can't be isolated, so it must be part of this 24. Let's say red. And as we know, this could be enough to completely make up the 24, but probably not, right? Oh, very cool. These two squares must be the stars in this column, because this is next to a star and the others are all already part of galaxies. I don't know. I guess technically in galaxies we usually call these stars, and that's why in the puzzle description they actually call these lone star digits, which whatever. But I'm just gonna call them stars because I'm more used to star battles than galaxies these days. Although I've probably spent more time on on galaxies in my life. Okay. Well, now I've learned some things. I don't know how. Oh my god, 41? I should have looked at such a large digit earlier, huh? So 41. Does it all have to be within the same box? It does, right? Because if I tried to move it here, it would fall out the end, and since it's in the center and on a corner, so this must be missing exactly 2 digits, all from within this box, and those digits must total 4, so they must be 1 and 3. I don't know where they are, but I know those are the 2 that are missing from this 41 that are part of lone star digits. If I were good at Sudoku, I would say things like there must be a 7 in this box, so I suppose I should at least pretend, or this is where the 7 in this row must go because of, or in this box, and therefore this row because of these two 7s. Sure. And we've already found the two stars in this box. So every one of these must be part of some other galaxy. They can't all be part of the 24, but two of them could be. Any two of them, because up here we could be part of the green galaxy. Here we could be part of like this 24, for example. Here we could probably be part of this 9, and here we could be part of this 10. So I can't say what color any of these are yet, but I know they're not black. I know some interesting things, like what I really I need a color that's like definitely not a star. What about gray? Is that what this is? Yeah, let's use gray. Oh, whoops. Hey, get out of here. You're black. These can't be a star because I know the stars for this column are here, since they can't be in this box or touching these stars. So anything that is adjacent to those cannot be a star. So I'll mark those gray. And later we'll figure out what color they should actually be. I can't quite do anything more with this column, I don't think. But I think I can do something over here because we have one star here, one star here, one star here. So in these two rows, we found 3 stars. There must be exactly one star here, right? Sure. And it can't be one of these, obviously, because they're part of the red galaxy. Actually, I should just color this galaxy is what I should do. I don't need to use gray here. So yeah, exactly one of these two is part of the 24, now that I look at it. Because the other one will be opposite a star, and therefore not part of any galaxy. Or not part of this galaxy. Right. So we have a single star here and a single star here. Do they have to be opposite each other? Yes, right? Well, maybe not because of this galaxy, but in general, like, yes, because they also need to be in different rows. So there have to be these two or these two. Sorry, let me highlight that better. These two or these two have to be the stars in this area. Okay, let's do some more simple coloring. I don't like yellow, but all right. Actually, oh, this must be a star, mustn't it? What galaxy could it be part of? Not the 12, not the 7, not the 24, not the 16. Yeah, cool. So these are not stars. They're therefore parts of galaxies. Well, we knew this one was, to make it red. And this can't be a star, so the only thing galaxy could be a part of is the blue one, the 24 here. And now we found the last 2 stars in this area. 16 in 2 digits. Doesn't that have to be 9 and 7? It can't be 8 and 8. Yeah. So let's say that's a 9 and a 7. This is part of some galaxy, and the only one it could be is this 24, right? Can't be part of this 8. You can't make 8 in 5 digits. Why do I say it must be part of a galaxy? Good question. Might it not be? No, because then the 24 would have no room. So we'll make this this must be the exact size of the 24 galaxy, which I will now color blue instead of yellow now that I know it's not conflicting with this blue. Okay. I guess I should make all of these gray to be consistent with myself here. Oh, and this and this. Oh, that's important, isn't it? Because now the last place for a star in this column is here. And then this must be gray. And since there's a star here to finish the column, these are gray. Well, which I knew, they're already galaxies. Let's make this one green and this one blue can't possibly conflict, so sure. Ah, and now we've filled in this 24. It can't go anywhere. Oh yeah, it can, of course. It can go into the grays, dummy. But it can't go here, because that would have to mirror to here, which is already taken. So this 10 actually must come here. There's no one else who can get to that area. Okay, and now we can say this 10 must be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and if these are part of any galaxy at all, the galaxy they're part of must be this 41, because it's taking all but 2 spaces from this box. So we'll make it orange? I haven't used orange at all. Gosh, that looks too close to red for me. We'll just go with green. I know that won't conflict with this 8. Okay. Now, we know there must be 1 star here and 1 star here, right? To finish this box. Yes, and that's very important, because then this column has 2 and this column has 2. So they're both finished. The only way to get 2 columns in this box, okay, also, there's only 2 non-stars in this. Would have been just easier to look at just this column, huh? Okay, so now this is the 41 completely filled in. And we can say that these are 1 and center, 1 and 3. Okay. Ah, and these can't be stars because they're next to this star. So they must be part of the 6, right? Yeah. Okay, that's pretty exciting, because the only way to make 6 in 3 digits is 1, 2, 3. And now this 9 can't get anywhere, by the way, so it's all by itself. Let's make it, I'm gonna have to use orange. No, I can use yellow. Okay. But it's a 9, so it's pretty simple. Oh, God damn it. A 9. There we go. And now this is how we finish the 24. And these 2 are the last stars. And I think we're all set, right? We can start just doing Sudoku is the only thing left. The hard part for me. These are 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why. Like, what the hell is Control Numpad 3 that I can't type a 3 here normally? Weird. Ah, but this can't be a 1 or a 3 because those are both taken in this column, so it's in fact a 2. And these can't be 1 or 3. No, idiot. They have to be 1 and 3. They can't be 2. Ah, and this, since it's sharing a row with a 1, 2, and 3, must be 4. And these can no longer be 4. Okay. Getting somewhere. Ah, a 17, that has to be 9 and 8. 24 in 4 digits. It seems like there's a lot of ways to do that, right? Yeah. But I guess if you can't use 1, 2, 3, or 8, you kind of have to use sort of large digits, right? Like, what if you use 4, 5, 6, and 7? That's the smallest you could possibly make it, right? And that's 22. Four, 5, 6, 7 is 22. I've done the math like 8 times, and I'm just like, I don't believe myself for some reason, so I'm doing it the boring way. Yes, it's 22. Okay. And that's off by 2. So we need to increase one of those digits by 1, which is impossible because we can't increase to a duplicate or to an 8. So we need to increase one of them by 2. Which means we need 4, 5, 7, and 9. Right? And that is too big. What have I done? 4, 5, not 7 and 9, but 6. Isn't that also wrong? No, that's 24. Okay, good. So these two then, well, I'm not sure yet, because I don't know which digit is out of here, right? Although, I guess, no, I don't. This sum is partially inside this box and partially outside it, so it's a little difficult to work with. But these, therefore, have to be 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8, I guess? I'm not sure how useful that is. I do know then that one of these two is an 8, because the 8 for this can't come in this box. There's already an 8 in here. How about, I mean, 13 and 2 digits. We already looked at this. There's several ways to do it. But what if you can't use an 8 or a 9? Then it has to be 7 and 6. Okay. Now in this box, we can't use 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this 14, these two digits can't be any larger than 4 and 5. Does that matter? I mean, it tells me this has to be at least 5, but that's not that helpful. I already knew that from the row, which has a 1, 2, 3, and 4 in it. Well, it has to be 5, 6, or 7, actually. I guess that might be useful enough to write down, because it has to be at least 5, and it can see an 8 and a 9 as well. How do you do 15 and 4 digits? Oh, 27 and 4 digits. That's, oh, right, that's like pretty easy. But 24 and 6 digits? You don't have a lot of freedom there, right? Because, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 21. So we have to increase a few digits by 1, 3 digits by 1, which is kind of the same as increasing a single digit by 3. Or 1 digit by 1 and 1 digit by 2, which I guess is possible, right? You could increase the 6 by 1 and the... Does this actually only have one solution? Oh, also we can't use 9. Or 7, I mean. So, okay. So he wrote down the numbers 1 through 6. Oh, I think... No. It seems like... I'm so confused. 1 through 6. Right? That's the smallest it could be. Is 1 plus 7... No, 1 plus 6, which is 7, times 3, which is 21. So we have to increase that by 3 somehow. We could turn the 6 into a 9. That would do it. Or we could turn the 5 into an 8. Or we could turn the 4 into a 7. But that's impossible because there's no room for a 7 anywhere in here. There's only 2 ways to fill this in then, I think, right? Yeah, the other ways are all just kind of... Okay, so this... Okay, maybe time to start like penciling stuff in that I don't like. So the 9 has to be here, right? It's already taken up in this row and this column. So in this row, it has to be one of these, and it can't be in here. So it's in fact exactly right here. See, there you go. Penciling stuff in is good for your health. Okay, that was cool, I guess. Does that help me somewhere else? Not especially. There's 9s here, I guess. Oh, this can't be a 9. How about... Yeah, I don't know. 9s aren't pointing anywhere else very good, I don't think. $16 in 4 digits? Sort of a lot of choices, but you can't use 1, 2, or 3? Well, you can use one of them here, I guess. But in this box, you have to use 4, 5, and 6? That's 15. So this must be a 1. Meaning this is a 3, and this is a 1. Okay. And this has to be 4, 5, and 6. This one can't be a 4. Okay, now these two have to be the remainder, which is what exactly? 7 and 8? Ah, very good. That helps a lot, because now this can't be an 8 anymore. It's a 9, and this is an 8, and this can't be a 7. It's a 6, and this is a 7. Okay, now we have 7s pointing into this box pretty well. The last 7 must be one of these two. How about 9s? The 9 has to be here. Okay, sure. 8s? Do I have 8s? Oh, I do. 8s also can't be in this area from this 8 and this box. So, in fact, it would be better for me to say these are 9 and 8. Which I could also almost have told from this row, but not actually. Now I can fill this in, right? It must be a 2. Because it's either 1 and a 3, and a 4, 5, 6, and a 7, and an 8, 9. This is a 2. Cool. Well, we're getting pretty close on these last 2 digits in the 14, huh? What's left is 3, 4, and 5. Suppose I put 3 and 4 in here, that would be a 7. Then I could put a 5 here, that would be fine. Yeah. And if I put like 3 and 5 here, then this could be a 6. And if I put 4 and 5, this could be a 5. So all of these are still possible. By the way, as always, when I do these videos, I'm like listening to music in the background, and I just realized it's playing... I somehow wound up on the radio edit album instead of the actual original album with some explicit lyrics, which was very disconcerting, having heard that song many times and then just hear some weird shit. Pardon my French. Okay. Well, we're continuing to make progress. It's not as fast as Mark and Simon would do by any means, but I'm happy with myself. Where else can I go? The bottom still seems pretty rich in like deductions to make, but I don't know what they should be. What else do I need in this box? I need a lot of things, right? 2? Do I have any limitations on 2s? Not really. It can't be here. I need a 4. Could be pretty much anywhere. A 5 also could be pretty much anywhere. A 6 can't be here and can't be here. Aha! So these two are 6 and 7. God damn it. There you go. 6 and 7 are here. Okay, does that help? It just reflects back into the boxes that already gave me that information, so not that useful at the moment. But I guess it tells me what these are, maybe? I have these 3 must be 2, 4, and 5. Which means this can't be 4 or 5. And so the last thing remaining for it in the box is a 3. And this is now not a 3 anymore. I can't type Control 3, yeah. So if this is a 3, I believe this can no longer be a 5? Because it would need 3, 5, yeah, that would be too small. So get out of here, 5. Well, all right, we can mark these down as 4 and 5, I guess. It's a little hard to see with the galaxy in the middle, but eights. Doesn't this have to be an 8? There's 8 in this column and 8 in this column, and the rest of this box, the only place I could put an 8 is here. Now we have 17. These two have to add to 10, and they can't use 7, 8, or 9. So the only 2 numbers left that could make 10 are 4 and 6. 5 and 5, obviously, but those would be the same, which is no good in a Sudoku. Okay. Now we should be able to do this 8, right? It's 3 and 5. And that gives me this. It's 4, not 5. And therefore this is 5. And this, to make 14, must be 6. Good, good, good. This 12 maybe? I don't know. There's still a lot of ways to make 12 with 3 digits, aren't there? 1, 2, 3 is 6, and there's a lot of ways we could make small increases in various places to get here, right? Well, we can't use 1 and 2, but like 1, 3, 4 is what, 8? And we have access to like 5 and 6 and 9, I guess. Oh no, there's not a lot of things this could be, are there? I don't know. So the smallest we could make this would be 1, 3, 5, which is 8. We could make it 2, 3, 5, which is 9. Yeah, I don't know how to make progress on that right now. I'm sure Mark or Simon could do it, but not me. This box is kind of restricted on eighths, right? There's one in this row and in this row and in this column. So one of these two is the 8 for this box, or for this row alternately. Could it be here? That's a question to ask, right? 24 in 6 digits with an 8. It would mean 16 in 5 digits, which has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Could I do that? Would it be legal to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 in here, or would that break some other constraint? I'm imagining, like, what if this were the 8? Would that be allowed? I don't see any reason why it's impossible. Yeah. So it seems like this could still be an 8, but it is something to keep an eye on if we get any more information. Oh, we can probably, yeah, what about these two? What are these? They must be 9 and 7? No, not 9. Oh, we don't know because the 4, 5, 6 could be out here. Yeah. So they could be 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 9. This is like not great. $15 in 4 digits. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. Oh, I can say actually this must be either a 1 or a 2 because that's all that's left in this column. What digits are available here? Not very many, right? We can't have a 2 or a 3 or a 4, 5, 6. So it could still be 1. Could it be 7? Yeah, it could. Could it be 8 or 9? No. So it has to, in fact, be a 1 or a 7. Oh, hang on. This can already see a 2, so it must be a 1. So I think this has to be a 7. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yes, this is a 7. That's pretty big, isn't it? Now we need to make 8 in 3 digits. Well, that could be 1, 2, 5. Or it could be 1, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. Let's just do something simpler. This is a 2. This is a 1. Because of this box here made this a 2. Now this is 8. We need 7 in 2 digits, which, as I say, is either... Oh, hang on. This is an 8. That's an 8, 9. So this isn't 9, and this isn't 8. Okay. Oh, and now this column needs a 4. So we have 12. This must be a 3. Very good. These two are 2 and 5? Yes. And because of this 2, this can't be a 2. It has to, in fact, be a 5. And this is a 2. Okay. Continuing to make progress. I'm sure it's a very easy Sudoku at this point. I'm just like not very good yet at spotting the stuff I'm supposed to spot. I guess I can say what these two are, right? They're 3 and 8. Yeah, everything else in the row is already taken. Do I have any crosses for that? Not really. Oh, hang on. the 2 is definitely in this row in this box, so this has to be the 1. It can't be a 2. Now, neither of these is a 1 anymore. They're 2 and 3. This 1 didn't really cross with anything that important, I don't think. Yeah. What are these? We've got everything in these as 1 and 3, so they must be 7 and 9 again. That pair comes up a lot in this puzzle for some reason. Ah, and because of this 7, so this must be in fact a 9. And this is a 7. Yeah, confirmed by this 9 as well. Does that reach anywhere good? It does. This has to be an 8 and this a 7. Doesn't quite get me into, oh, it wraps around. Doesn't quite get me into these 8-9, this 8-9 pair yet. Where to now? I still can't tell about these black squares because I don't know this yet. The fact that there's a 4, 5, 6 here and a 4, 5, 6 here is a little bit exciting to me. So I could place another 4, 5, 6 here, you know, somewhere in this column. I could eliminate the rest of the column from being 4, 5, and 6. Have we figured out anything over here yet? I don't think so. Yeah, nothing really going on over there, I don't think. This column still ambiguous. Likewise this. Any other columns we have a lot of information on? I guess these have a fair bit. Like what can these be? Wait, hang on. Shouldn't there be? Oh, right, yeah. Wait, how can there be 5? Ah, right, because there's still this one. I couldn't see, but it's a 2, 4, 5. Okay. I was like, how can there be only 4 unknown cells, but 5 distinct possible digits for them? The answer is it's not. There's 5 unknown cells in the column. Are there any of these clues that are like inside of a region? Ah, this 24 may help me with resolving these two, because now I know these add to 13 plus this 24, so I can say that this entire section adds to 37. So in order for the whole box to total 45, which it must, these two have to total 8, right? 24 and 13 is 37, plus 8 is 45, yes. And the only way to do that is with a 5 here and a 3 here. That's a huge breakthrough, because it takes away the ambiguity that I was having trouble with on these guys. Now that I know these are 4, 6, and 9, these must be 5 and 7. I guess that didn't actually help much with this row. I hoped it might, but since I got the information from this box, putting it over here and bringing it back didn't help that much. But don't we have something going on with 7s here? Like, the 7 in this box must be in one of these two columns. And the 7 in this box must be in the other of those two columns. So the 7 in this box must be in this column, which means it has to be here. And that gives me this 8 and this 9. This can no longer be a 9. And this has to be an 8, since we already see the 3. And now I can mark these as whatever it is they have to be, which is 1, 2, and 6. Let's check that that adds up. 9 plus 15 is 24. Yes, very good. Haven't made a mistake that I can see yet. This 3 sees this 2, 3 pair, so the 2 goes there and the 3 goes there. This can no longer be a 2. Aha, this 8 finally resolves this galaxy up here as a 9 and an 8. This 9, of course, does the same thing. This can no longer be a 9 because of this guy, so this is the 9 in this box. And this has to be now a 4, 6 pair, which is fine. But we can do a similar thing as we did with 7s. We can do with the 6s, right? The 6 has to be in one of these columns. And 6 in this box also has to be in one of those two columns. The 6 in this box is in this column, therefore inside the 24. Oh, is that useful? Knowing that the 24 contains a 6 might actually tell me something. Right? Because, like, didn't I don't remember. We'll think. I'm sure there's something easier to work on. I'll come back to that if I'm desperate. What can this be? Kind of a lot of things, huh? 1, 5, or 6? I guess not that many things. You can see a 7 here, 9 here, etc. How about this? That can't have that many options, can it? Hang on. Isn't there a 1 looking right at this 1? Yeah, there is. So this is a 6. And these are not. So this sees 1, 2, 3. Could be a 4. And could be a 5. Yeah, there's in fact only 2 unknowns left in this column. So they must be 4 and 5. So this has to add up to 12. There's still kind of a lot of things it could be. I don't know. What could go here? Let's just ask that without worrying about the 12 yet. Could be a 1. Can't be a 2 because of this. Could be a 3. Let's just 1, 3. Could it be a 4? Yeah. Could it be a 5? No. 6? Yeah. But not 7, 8, or 9 because those are in the box. Okay. Well, that's not super helpful, I don't think. Hang on. What's in this column still? There's 4 cells. 1, 2, 5, and 6, I guess? Not that helpful. All right, do I have any more galaxy clues I should be using? I've got this one done. I've got this one done. This is done. This is the last galaxy clue left before I'm on. No. This one too. And then all I have left is just Sudoku, which is the thing I'm the worst at, I believe. All right, maybe I do need to revisit this 24. Here's a thing to think about. Now that we know there's a 6 in here, it's kind of hard to put an 8 in, isn't it? Because that's 14. Then we have to make 10 out of 4 digits. Which is possible if you use 1, 2, 3, and 4. But can I do that? You would have to put the 4 in this column, because that... Well, no, you wouldn't, would you? Yes, because to use 1, 2, and 3 in here, they'd have to be here, because you can see 1, 2, and 3 all in this column. So this would have to be a 1, because of this one. We have 4, 6 here, and 2, 3 here. Which sort of seems possible, doesn't it? Oh, I just want to prove something about this 24. Oh, and also I forgot, this is included. So maybe you could put the 4 over here or something. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. I was about to prove the 6 has to be in one of these two, but I've already done that, as you can see. Could this be a 1? We would need at least 3, 5, which is 8, and 4. So just barely, this could be a 1. Or this, either one of them. I think the next step is a Sudoku step and not a Galaxy step. But I could be wrong. Maybe there's something I can figure out about this. It seems so tempting. All right, what about this column? We need 1, 2, 3. Well, this can't be a 5 anymore because of this 5. And now, yeah, we have. If we find out any one of these, we'll find out all the rest. Hang on. Oh no, yeah. There's already yeah. It's like hard for me to read what's in there. It's a 4, 5. I thought this 6 might tell me something, but it doesn't. There's not that many, like... What I would love to find is that there's a row or column where, like, all but 2 of the digits are filled in, and I haven't yet penciled everything in. I guess, well, that's here, right? These have to be 2, 4, and 6. Well, they have to be... One of them's a 6, and the other is either a 2 or a 4. And I don't see anything in the crosses that makes any of those impossible. All right. Sudoku time. One of these two is a 1. Oh. Right? Is that true? It's not true. It could be this one. I was noticing it's eliminated from here and from here, and of course here. And so it has to be one of these two, but that's not true. It could be here, I think. Yeah, because we found we could put 3, 5, 4 in here just barely. It would have been really nice if I could chose these two, because then I would know they're 1 and 8, which would let me eliminate ones from elsewhere in that row. Any kind of like interaction between these clues? Oh my god, there's an 8 here. There's been an 8 here for ages. This can't be an 8. So this must be the 8 in this box. And this column and row, etc. That's very exciting. Because now I do know there's an 8 and a 6 in this galaxy, totaling 14. Right? Oh, and these can't be 2s, of course, because the 2 is already in this column. I don't know why I put a 2 in. Whoop. Uh-oh, have I ruined everything? I've put a 2 here. Ah, no, this is a 4-5, and these are 4-6. Okay, so this must be the 5, since the 4 and 6 are both taken. Okay, but now I've already got 18 of my 24. These 3 digits need to be different and add up to 6. So this is a 1, and the others are 2 and 3. Which means this is my 5, not my 3. This is a 3. And I should be able to pencil these in as, what, 5 and 1? Yeah. Oh, and because of this 1, I can say which way it goes. That's a 5, that's a 1. Now we can do this galaxy, sort of. Since we know these aren't 1s. Oh my god, don't toggle them, that's insane. They also can't be 6s, because then this would be too large, right? The only way to make this add up is now 4, 5, and 3, as we talked about, right? Yeah, so 5, 4, 3. And this... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a 2, it's a 2. Whew. It can't be a 1 because of the box. It can't be a 5, and it can't be a 6 because of these 2. But it can still be a 2. And then this must be a 6 to finish the box. That puts this 4-6 pair here. Okay, now we're really going. This is a 4, this is a 6. This is a 1 because of the 2 up here, so this is a 2. This sees a 6, so it's a 4, which means this is a 5, and this is a 6. These are now a 2-4 pair, which I can't yet resolve. The 6-7 likewise, but this 1-3 sees this 1 up here, so that's how it goes. And now we finished this as a 2 here and a 3 here. This 5-7 sees a 5 above it already, so it's a 7, and this is a 5. This 4-6 is still ambiguous, isn't it? That's a little troubling. I guess I have to go down here? Yes, this can't be a 5. Oh, or a 2. There's a 2 here. There we go. So it's a 4. And that means this is a 2. This 4 comes up here to make this a 6. This is a 4. This is a 7. And this is a 6. Check? Looks good to me. We did it, guys. All right. Took just over an hour. But I'm pretty happy with it. Like, you know, obviously there were clues that were staring at me for probably upwards of 10 minutes that I could have solved faster. But I'm not a very good Sudoku player. I was happy enough with figuring out how to work the galaxies and Star Battle clues together. So, I mean, you know, as I said, if you wanted to see a professional do it, go watch Cracking the Cryptic. Maybe, you know, I don't know how long it took them. Not as long as me, I'll guarantee you on that one. I'm gonna go watch it shortly and see how quickly Simon can do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little. I'm probably not gonna do a ton of Sudoku puzzles. As you can see, they're a bit long for me. But this one was just so perfectly fit to the alternate rules that I already knew how to work with that I had to give it a try. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.